What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Czar. I have a couple MLB picks for you guys, but real quick before I get into those, I am working with a company called Elite Picks. We have a $200 a month plan, and that's going to get you a bunch of picks. So that's including NHL, NBA, MLB, and some UFC picks, which happen every week. So basically, we're offering a plan that if you wanted to see what that was about, wanted to see how accurate or how good those picks were or how bad they were at times, because we all go through those slumps, you can go ahead and deposit $25 via Bet Online, and you're going to get a free month. Like I said, for free. So all you have to do is deposit that $25, send some proof over via like an email, just screenshot it, send it over, and then we'll take it from there. We'll get you set up. However, if you are just more into the fun and you just kind of want to see what the community is all about, we also have a Discord. So this is basically what it's going to look like. Someone's going to be posting picks. You can either tail or fade them, or you can hop in the comments and say, hey, I like that pick, or no, I would actually go this way just to chat it up a little bit if you wanted to. And then let me go back to this. And then also besides that, I'm going to be using a tool. So if you're noticing that there's like hey, what is that? He has a lot of player props, or he has a lot of trends, a lot of stats on there. Where'd it go? You're going to be able to access that. And that is, let me go over to this one instead. Outlier, that's what the website's going to be called. So again, if you like it and you want to try it, you can use the link that I will attach in the description. And basically that's going to give you a week for free just to try it out. If it helps you or if it doesn't, you can make that decision on your own. But basically, like I said, it's going to have a link so you can try it out for free. And then getting into the picks. Starting us off, I'm going to start off with, not with that game. We're going to start off with the Orioles versus Tampa Bay once again. I'm going to be picking the Orioles. I really am not a big fan of Rasmussen. And then you have Corbin Burns on the other side for Baltimore. The only bad thing about this is a bit of a chalky play. We had it at negative 155 via Bet 365, and it goes all the way up to 175, and the highest will be Bet MGM. So I'm going to trust Corbin Burns here. I think the Orioles have to bounce back after that last series they just had with Toronto, and I think this gets them a second win in a row against Tampa Bay. So I'm going to trust Corbin Burns here. All right, guys. So next up, we have the Pirates taking on the Dodgers. This one was a really tough pick. However, given the discrepancy in the starting pitchers, you can attack this one or two ways. So you can either do first five or full game. For the sake of time, I'm going to go full game here. I'm going to trust Paul Skeens. I just think he's probably going to win the Cy Young this year. I know that's crazy for a rookie, but I don't trust Ryan with the Dodgers. We're going to get Paul Skeens and the Pirates at negative 104 odds, and that's going to be via Fanduel at the lowest, and then it goes 1 cent up to 105 via Bet 365. So pretty much everywhere. There's not really a line discrepancy here, but I just have to trust the Pirates. Usually they do battle the Dodgers really well, and this dates back to last year. So and the Pirates have been putting up runs. I think pretty much if the Pirates can get at least 3 to 4 runs across the plate today, I think that pretty much gets us a win. But again, I'm going to trust Paul Skeens here. All right, next up we have the Yankees taking on the Rangers. So keep in mind they are playing a doubleheader today because yesterday's game was canceled. So when I'm talking, I'm referring to game number 1. So this game starts at 10:05 Pacific time, and we have Rodon going for the Yankees, and for the Rangers we have Nathan Eovaldi. Not a huge fan of Rodon. He's kind of up and down. He went through a slump recently. He's looked better. He's improved. So for that reason, I'm going to trust the Yankees lineup and Rodon. But again, it's a little iffy. I'm not a big fan of the price, but I am for picking purposes. I'm going to pick the Yankees. It's at negative 155 odds currently, and that's going to be via DraftKings, and then it goes all the way up to 165, and that's going to be through Caesars. So line discrepancy by 10 cents. We're going to roll DraftKings on this one because it has the lowest price, as well as 365. But again, I'm going to choose the Yankees in game number 1. I'm not touching game number 2. You will notice as I post more, I'm not a big fan of double headers. Typically, they're hard to predict. You can split the games, but typically it's very hard to beat the same team twice in one day. So game number 1 only for me. I'm going to touch the Yankees on that one. So next up, we have the Mets taking on the Mariners. I wanted to take the Mets yesterday, if I'm being honest. I didn't. I'm kind of glad I didn't. That was a blowout. I'm surprised the Mets didn't put up any runs. But in this one, just because of the history I have with Gilbert, I'm not a big fan of his. He screwed me over a couple times. And on the other side, we have Sean Manaea going for the Mets. And I think this is a good spot. I think the Mets were on the road that first game, against the Mariners. There was like a letdown spot. So that's why I stayed out, truthfully. So I'm going to take the Mets in this one. That's going to be at plus 115 odds. We're going to get that at ESPNBet. Goes down to plus 110. That's going to be via Bet 365. So again, I'm going to trust the Mets here. I think this is a very, very winnable game. I would prefer Gilbert, truthfully, over Mania, but I think the offense kind of swings it for me. So I'm going to trust the Mets here. It's very, very typical for the Mariners to strike out a lot. I think they lead the league in strikeouts. And on top of that, they just don't put up a lot of runs. So they'll have runners in scoring position, no outs, and then all of a sudden someone strikes out and then boom, double play, and then innings over. So it's very frustrating if you're on the Mariners side. But again, I'm going to trust the Mets on that one. And just really quick to go over that again, I will attach all of the links that I was referring to earlier. And like I said, these are going to be the links right here, and this is going to get you the free month via Bet Online. Again, you have to deposit $25. You can just join the regular plan if you've already used that free month. And then again, you have a Discord link and you have the outlier link. So I can't stress that enough, guys. There's a bunch of tools. There's a great community if you guys want to get in on some free picks via Discord, or again, you want to take it more seriously, there's a plan, or you can just try it out for that 1 month. So as always, I will see you guys soon. We got UFC later, and we have a ton of baseball games, and then we also have football starting up in a couple weeks. So bet intelligently, bet responsibly, and good luck.